coming to Chicago? Well, one, this is where I have to drive into. Well, this is one of the ways. If I come from the south side, I have to turn right there. Then I have to sneak underneath this bridge up here, which is 1310. I'm 13.6. So if it snows, I'm pretty much screwed. And then I have to turn left up here, which is easier to turn left because if you come from the north, you have to turn right here. So it's easier to turn left. And yay, there's no cars over here, which makes my life easier. Nice Chicago people today. I have to sneak down this road. And then just like this truck up here is doing, you have to back into the dock over here. Okay, so after you get your load, you have to fight your way back over to the main road to get you out of here. Which really sucks when you have a trailer, because there are some tight turns and you're in Chicago, so people don't know how to drive. You have to sneak your way out of here. Hope there's no trucks immediately right, which there aren't. And swing as wide as you can. Just clipping the curb. And you have to drive down this road, which is, it's a two-way road. When a truck's going down here, it becomes one-way road, whichever way the truck is going. And then you have to turn left up here, which is a little bit easier than turning right. And oh, that car, that black car at the end, should not be parked there, because that really interferes when you're turning right off of this road here. And now you have to play the waiting game because it's noon in Chicago. So everybody's in a hurry to get somewhere. So when it's clear, you just kind of go. Even if you don't really have room, you just go and make people move for you. And this is the funnest corner here in Chicago, is up here at this traffic light, because you have to turn left, but there's no room to turn left from the left-hand lane. So you essentially have to take up this lane to turn left out of. And if there's a car there, which there is, see how light it can't go anyway, then you really have to wait. But there's enough room there on the right, people can get by. And this is one where Normally you're supposed to sit and wait for a good opening at a green light, but this light here, you just have to cross into an intersection, and then when it turns yellow, you have to go. Otherwise you'll be sitting here for a half hour, 45 minutes waiting for a proper opening to open up. So you just kind of sneak on out here into the intersection. And now we wait till the light turns yellow. And I do have a car immediately left of me. He just went, so I'm good there. And there's enough to get there, I'm gonna go. If I piss people off, I piss people off. And that's how you do that corner. Now normally when you leave here, you just head straight up to the next light, and then you turn right and it's straight up to the highway. But up here at this light, I actually have to turn left and go back to the shipping office because my load is all sorts of jacked up and I need them to fix it before I can leave. So I haven't ever turned left here with the trailer before, but it's left turns are easier than right turns because usually you have a little bit more swing room for the off tracking. But you just have a couple of stop signs here. And it's like 98,000 degrees out, so I'm sweating buckets. Thankfully, there's no cars there, so I can make this simple left-hand turn. But if there was cars there, I'd have to wait, or I'd go and force them to move. So, that's just kind of how it goes when you're driving here in Chicago. And you still have to swing wide, just in case people try to run up on you, but it's such is life. Now comes the fun part of I get to block traffic and back into the docking area. So this is the really fun part. Because this is kind of a side street, but it's still a pretty busy side street. So have one truck coming out up here. Which I need that road there, dude, so please don't stop. I check my mirror to make sure nobody's going to sneak up on my right. Now it's time to block traffic. Well, this one here isn't too bad to back into. You just kind of have to run over a curb or two while avoiding the cars that are parked behind you. And also the metal post, because you really don't want to hit that. this is, if I were to be coming in from the north, I would get to the back lot of Chicago. So this is coming from shipping, which right now I'm bobtailing, which means I don't have a trailer. So it'll be easier to make the corners. But I can still explain how you get back to the back lot. If you have a trailer, I can kind of show you what I shoot for when I'm making these turns. So here at this light, I normally come straight across from the left, but this time I'm making a right, and if I had a trailer, I would pretty much swing left to go right, just so you could avoid all the sidewalks and hitting things. So you swing out as wide as you could to that car, then you come down here, make sure you stop at the stop sign, otherwise your boss gets mad at you. Make sure you stop at the stop signs. And then, so we're coming up to this light here, and you would turn right at this light to get to the back lot where I need to go. And so if I had a trailer, what I'd do is I'd hug the yellow line up here, and I would turn right from the left-hand lane. I'm obviously bobtailing, so I don't need to go left, but I would hug this left-hand lane here, and then I would hope nobody is in the left-hand turn lane here on my right, and I would shoot for the left-hand turn lane coming up here. And then I would just barely clear the traffic light post on the corner. And as long as people follow the rules here, it's an easy right-hand turn. But if people don't follow the rules, you essentially have to swing left to turn right again because you have a 53-foot trailer behind you. So then you would turn right here, and you would swing left, cut it as close to the curb here as you can, aiming for this black car, and then you would just clear these cars here. And then if you had a trailer, you would actually turn right here because you have to back into the docking area. Which I don't have a trailer, so I'm just going to turn left, but normally you would turn right here and back into the docking area. And that is driving in Chicago, which I absolutely hate.